everybody, it's Demelza from Low Maintenance, and I'm here today with our next Q&A session. I'm down at the NSA Sheep Show, so I've been going around and speaking to all the specialists while they were here. So this week's questions are more to do with sheep dipping. You know how passionate I am about that and getting it right and talking about the scab problem. So I'm here today with Rachel from Bimeda, and we've got some questions that we're going to go through and see. Things that have popped up quite a bit on assessment. So when you come in or you come in the training, things that people are sort of asking and querying a little bit about. So I thought we'd just see if we could get some of those answers from the professional. That's it, from Bimeda. You know, why not? She's here.
Of course, happy to help.
Okay, so first question then is we get often asked is levasimole. What's the issue with that in dipping?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So levasimole, it's one of the group 2 wormers that we really commonly use when we are treating sheep for a worm problem. The reason that we can't use them too close together is that levasimole and diazinon both act on the same receptors. And because they act on the same receptors, there's a risk that if we use them too close to each other, that we can then end up with signs of toxicity. So what we recommend is that you cannot use a levasimole drench or injection 2 weeks either side of dipping. So make sure that if you do need to use that type of product, that there's adequate spacing.
There you go. That's your answer. Next one, hard, soft water. What's the relevance of that?
Yeah, good question. So when you're dipping, in an ideal world, you would always use soft water or you would always use rainwater because that's what gives the best efficacy of the product. But if you are in a situation where you only have hard water available, then there is guidance on the back of the dip can, and it essentially tells you how to add soda crystals in order to appropriately soften that water. But make sure to check in advance because you do need to leave it sitting for a few hours before you then begin dipping.
Fantastic. Great answer there. And then a really interesting one, very topical, gets questioned and quizzed quite a lot at events and talks and discussions I go to. Is there really an issue using showers and jetters?
Yeah, it's a really good question and it does come up a lot, but one positive that I would sort of offer is that actually jetting and showering is beginning to dissipate now, which is really good news because there are some really significant issues with that practice. So first and foremost, just in terms of regulation, it is illegal. You can only utilise a veterinary medicine in the way that it's intended on its data sheet, unless your veterinary surgeon has advised you otherwise. And there is no good reason to advise any use of dip other than plunge dipping, as you'll be trained in your certificate of competence. The reason for that is that jetting and showering isn't fully effective at penetrating down to skin level, which is where the sheep scabs mite in particular will reside. And so there's a real big concern that not only will treatment be ineffective with jetting or showering, but it may actually ultimately end up leading to the development of resistance. And we're really fortunate that today we don't have any documented resistance of the sheep scab mite to diazinon. But if we continue with bad practices like showering or jetting, then it's possible that that could occur.
I think I'm just going to end on the fact that don't forget, it's 1 minute and dug twice. So important that we actually make sure that you do that. It's not about getting them in, out and bashed on and pushed through. You must keep them in for a minute for scab and you must dug them twice. So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Don't forget, you know the drill, folks. Put some questions in the chat, send them through an email. Let us know what you'd like to know next and we'll put them in the next Q&A. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Thank you.